Good afternoon, everyone. Today's message will be about life. No real preparation or verses. This is just a authentic, clean video that I just realized and something that I experienced today, right? So currently, I just pulled up to my old job. I worked this job all year last year, spent a whole year at that job, and I quit like 2 months ago. And as I'm in that building, looking at the people I used to work with, the people that I used to talk to, the people that I used to interact with at that job, I'm looking back and I'm just remembering everything from 2024. And as I'm walking around and just reminiscing, I'm realizing that everything truly in life is a season. I say this to say, if you are in a current season in your life, whether you are struggling financially, whether you are struggling physically, mentally, emotionally, whether you're in a season of heartbreak, you're in a season of want, you're in a season of need, it's only for a season. You got to realize that you're not going to be in whatever you're in forever. I thought I was going to be stuck in that job for good. You know, I'm talking about the whole year 2024, being totally transparent and authentic with you guys, being vulnerable as well. I was super broke. I'm talking, I was making almost nothing. And as I'm walking and standing and looking back, I'm just seeing what God took me out of. You know, and man, last year, if y'all see my face, it was just acne-filled, bags. I just looked sick. Now you can see my face now. It's glowing. I'm smiling more. And I'm just seeing how God has blessed me, because I keep telling myself I miss my old job. I wish I was back there. But as I'm back there, it's like, I don't think I want to go back there, because now I would feel like I'm regressing instead of progressing in life. So I just want to encourage somebody and tell you that everything in life has a season. And there's actually a Bible verse in the Bible that talks about this. It's in Ecclesiastes. There's a season and there's a time for everything. Let's actually go to that verse. It's Ecclesiastes 3 verses 1 to 8. I can't currently read it right now. As I can see, I'm in a car and I'm going back to work after I've come from my old job. Don't ask me how am I on the clock and I'm not at work right now. You know, this job is super lenient. But Ecclesiastes 3, 1 to 8, read it while you're watching this video. You know, read it on your own time. I want you guys to read that verse. And basically the title of that section of that verse, of that chapter, is There's a Time for Everything. So there's a time to be happy, there's a time to be sad, there's a time to cry, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to be broke. Oh wow, that was a nasty cough. And there's a time to be rich. There's a time and a purpose for each and every season in your life. And you guys gotta understand that whatever you're in right now, I promise you it won't be forever. And realizing how I was such in a financial crisis last year, and now that is gone, and that I'm not in a financial crisis anymore. And you know, yes, it took a year, and it was longer than I wanted it to. That kind of gives me hope in me being single. You know me, I'm a person who loves to love. I love love. I love love because I love God. You know, and I want my own woman of God one day. I'm not actively searching for it, and I'm not actively, you know, fiending for it. Hold on. So yeah, as I was saying, I would want, you know, my woman of God one day, and I know it's a desire in my heart, but I'm not actively searching for it because right now I'm in a single season. So understanding that, I understand that, okay, right now it's a season of me, a season of building. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like in a place where I kept trying to look for that woman or trying to make it a possibility, but every time I did, it always failed. Like I recently just got out of a situation, and it was another failed one. Like I said, I was like number whatever. I'm not even counting anymore, but it failed. So because it failed, it was never love. whatever that was. I don't know what it was. Who cares? Anyways, but yeah, you know, I understand that I'm in a single season and I am in a building phase of my life. I'm only 22 years old and I'm just building and building and building everything I need to build and just doing the work of God in this building season. Because I know one day when the season is right and when everything makes sense, God will transition me into another season like he did with my finances. So with that being said, I'm just going to trust God because I trusted him last year and look at where I'm at now. So this was just kind of just like a waking moment, you know? I was just in there. I'm just like, wow, like I really got delivered out of this. And you know, there's a time for everything. There's literally a time for everything. And I'm on my way right now back to my current new job. And this little thing I did just made me more appreciative of my current job. Yes, that my job is so boring, super boring, but hey, I cannot complain. I cannot complain at all. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. So I just want to leave that message with you guys today. Be content in your season, because your season is for a reason, to bar. Trust God and just give it to him. Understand that you're not going to be in whatever you're in forever, and it's only for your good. Romans 8:28, my favorite anchor verse. And we know that God causes all things to work together for those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. So all things will work for your good. You got to trust and believe that. And whatever you have in your life, just give it up to God and don't worry about it anymore. You do that, and everything's going to fall in place. Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So just seek God, y'all, and everything will make sense. I love y'all so much. If you have any questions, if you want to, you know, feel free to comment. If you made it to the end of this video, say there's a time for everything. I love y'all and have a good day.